I believe that.
So that's why, because they're not doing anything.
Well, I mean, it's a pretty admirable thought, and I don't think it would really cost that much because you're really taking care of the people that are paying the taxes, the seniors. You know,
Yeah, so I want to give them some free services. They're lacking free services.
seniors pay probably more taxes than anybody because they don't have anything to, they what is it? Um, what do you call it? How do I want to say this? They don't have any tax write-offs because they don't have any children to
Oh yeah, they don't have no more tax write-offs. I know what you're saying because they have no more jobs, and
right,
then they can write nothing off like they
right.
used to
So whatever
back
they
then when they were working.
right, whatever they putting their money into, it's literally going straight to the government. You know,
And then medicine, I want to work with programs because a lot of seniors they live paycheck by paycheck with the Social Security or pension. And then, they worked all their life. They need a break now. They
yeah,
need their break, because they're paying all this money for whatever. The food prices are up. The medicine is outrageous prices.
yeah,
And the Medicaid, Medicare don't cover 100% of all these drug prices.
I agree. See,
It's outrageous for them to keep living. They got to
seniors is
pay out of pocket 130 more than that for other medicines. Some medicines they don't even cover is $600. Where are they gonna get all this money from? We should help the seniors because they gave what a third of their life. They gave a third of their life for working. They
yeah,
paid taxes since they're 16 or even younger. We should give something back to them.
I agree.
You
Seniors,
know.
seniors are the ones that's shoring up the country pretty much because they're the ones that have property taxes more than anybody else, especially in the city of Chicago. I would have to say, and then um, and then they're the ones paying all of these, city taxes. So
And they gave,
I mean, yeah, I think
you know
that's
what
a
they
good
gave?
tip. But yeah, for those that are on, I just wanted to tell you about the program that's coming out or that is out, and that's the
Mhm.
there's $500 million being dropped on the west side to
I think you
cover.
have people coming on right now. Arnold, Ella, hello, happy Mother's Day.
Yeah, that's true. Happy Mother's Day. That's what we need to be saying, right?
With other mothers, we
Hello,
want.
all the mothers out there.
Hello, Arnold.
How's everyone?
Okay.
Hello, Arnold. Happy Mother's Day, Arnold.
Thank you, Walter. Yeah, I've been called a happy mother many days and time.
We're just kidding with you, man.
That's
Hey,
okay.
I sent Steve a picture of my tomato plants.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, Steve got that flyer. I'm gonna send you our flyer for our plant sale coming up this Saturday. By the way, anybody else that wants, Steve posted it.
okay.
I got beautiful plants right now. I got
That's right.
flowers
Mine,
going.
mine gonna outgrow and grow up past yours in 1 month.
Mm.
What do you got in there? Coffee?
Uh, that's a new regenerative soil we're using.
Oh, I gotta see it.
Yeah, come on by the garden this Saturday. Steve posted on everybody can. And plants only $2, so you can shop with us for $2 for all plants.
Steve, get a
Boy,
thing for me. I want to go.
Where's this at?
I'm gonna have Steve posted. I sent it to him, which was my plan, so everybody will know.
Okay.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you. Thank you. And birthday. Today is my birthday as
Oh,
well.
Oh, happy
2 for
birthday.
1.
Yeah,
We
Two
gotta
for
2 for
sing.
1.
We gotta sing Stole a Lot.
Two for
For a
one.
happy, yeah, that's for 100 years, you know.
yeah,
Stole a lot.
too. Some Nostrovia.
Yeah, здоровья. This is nuts.
So yeah,
Yeah.
guys, I'm gonna wait till a few more so I can make that announcement about the $500 million.
Are you sick, Steve?
Yeah, I got a little cold, man. I'm pretty
Wow.
much.
What is
Yeah,
that going around right now?
yeah. My wife had it and then she gave it to me, and now I'm like, what the heck? I've
Oh,
been sick.
wow.
A week before that, it was something else. It was one
Yeah,
I'm like,
man. I mean,
2 weeks. It seems like I've been sick. Man, it seems like I've been sick though since February. Literally.
what?
Yeah, man, I got sick down in New Orleans. I had the gout. I had high
What?
sugar. I had I got this stomach stuff about 2 weeks ago. Now I got cold. I'm what the heck?
Did you take the shot?
When I first had the shot this year,
Did
I
you
had
take
it.
the COVID shot?
Not this year. I didn't take it.
No, but you took it in the past, no?
Oh yeah, I taken it. Yeah, probably about 4 or 5. I don't
Oh, wow. Yeah, when I went to the hospital, he's like, "Did you take the shots?" They're like, ask me all these damn questions. Because all that stuff give you complications. That shot gave a lot of people complications.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I mean, look, they just approved it, what, 6 months? Not even? Oh, it's approved. When there's other medicines take a lot longer.
Yeah, I agree. But
It's nuts.
at the time, seemed like the best thing to do for those that could do it. I don't know.
Mm.
It's been 5 years now, so I think
I can't believe it. We had
it's
to
over.
wear masks and all that goofy stuff.
I think it was applicable. I mean, people in China have been wearing masks for decades now. I mean, something. They've been doing it since the 90s. I remember when I was like, why are they wearing masks in China all the time? Walking down the
Yeah,
street.
they always. Yeah, because they're testing out everything.
Yeah,
They're
but
testing out all this different viruses over there.
they got viruses. Believe me, the bird flu, all that stuff is just like over there.
They started fever in the 80s, and we weren't flying over there.
What you mean?
1980s, we stopped flying there in China.
They were going to Hong Kong,
Yeah, because that was under English rule.
but it's still China. I mean,
Now back then it was under English.
I know, but I'm saying it's still China. You can't tell the germs where not to go.
I know.
Where they go.
Nobody knows.
Oh, wait a minute. These are English people. We can't come over here into Hong Kong, although we're right across the street.
Seemed like the English were always over there, selling opium wars and all that.
Part of the problem. That's literally what they did. They couldn't get control, so they did it that way.
Yep, opium wars.
And look at where we got today.
Well, we
opioids.
went, yeah, we went to Afghanistan, and then we're shipping the pharmacies, the big pharmaceutical companies. They took all the opium to make morphine and all these other drugs.
Well, I hate to tell you this, but it looks like it's. What'd you say, Arnold?
I'm sorry.
What'd you say, Arnold?
No, I'm on mute. I was talking to my grandson.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah, but I'm just gonna keep repeating it until more people hear it. But we need people to come out for May the 14th, and it's gonna be at Zoe Church on Laramie in Madison at 6 o'clock, 6 to 8, and it's regarding the $500 million that's being administered to the West Side only, and out of that $500 million, my understanding about 300 and some odd million will go towards infrastructure, meaning they're going to be putting in bigger water mains, not water mains, but sewer pipes or what have you, water mains, get rid of the lead pipes, and then about 100 million, close to 100 million, is going to go to remediation to people on the West Side, along with remediation and doing repairs to their basements if they still haven't had any restitution since FEMA and whoever else was giving out money to fix their basements. But yeah, I think people need to come so they can understand what it entails and how can get some of this and try to get it. Because even if at the end of the day, if you don't get anything but a backflow valve, that's better than anything because those things run about 10 grand, right, Walt? Where'd he go? And,
I'm gonna be there for a backflow valve and anything else.
Right, Walter?
Go ahead.
Yeah. I said the backflow valves, they run about 10 grand installed, right?
15.
15? Wow. I remember back in the day, they were like 4,800. That was 30 years ago, though.
Oh, who was that for? Everybody?
Anybody that had problems, they're gonna try to, it's gonna be probably run out, but you just got to get on the list. They haven't come up. Well, this is what I stress to the mayor's people. I said that we should most definitely look at taking care of the seniors because the seniors are the ones that own the property. The seniors are the people that have the majority of the deeds. The seniors are the ones that still, if they're not paying a mortgage, they're paying them something monthly towards their home because they're the ones that have the majority of them that own the properties in the city when it comes to homes. And why not? Because they're probably on fixed incomes and this, that, and the other, and they pay taxes and they vote.
Thank you now, fellas.
All of those things that apply, and they should be looked at first. Now, out of almost 100 million, to go to 37, 28, 29th, and the 30th ward. I don't know how the 30th ward got in there, but they mentioned the 30th ward. And what was odd is they didn't really say the 24th and the 27th, which is Walter Burnett and Monique Scott. But I'm sure they had some damages in Lawndale and in Humboldt Park area, along with the. I think the 30th ward is Fuentes, new alderwoman. But I haven't seen her at the table when we've been meeting the last 2 years, nor have I seen anybody from that, any organization from that area sitting at the table with us when we've been trying to negotiate and come up with the, the plan on how to help people become whole again from the first water disaster. So we need people to come out I committed to about 30 people coming out, so I don't think it's going to be too hard to get 30 people out, especially when it could be beneficial to them. As Arnold said, $15,000 worth of value to your house to keep the floodwaters from ever coming back in, you know. And it's a good start. It's an excellent start, I think. And if you think about it, there's approximately 30,000 registered voters in every ward. And if you just look at the voters, you're possibly talking, what's that, 150, 180,000 people? Let's just say 200,000 people. 200,000 divided by, what's that? Let's say what do we say? 100 million?
Okay.
Let's say 100 million.
It's cheap.
200,000. That's about 500 people. No, I'm sorry. That's about $500. But that's $500. That's nothing. 100 million. Nah, that's nothing. That's nothing. Nah, think about it. I don't have to think about it. But
So is it everybody in the 29th ward or what?
yeah, if you have problems, they got it. I'm trying to figure out how they're going to do this now because what I just calculated didn't come out to no more than 500 people. I don't know how the heck. I mean, $500. I'm sorry, 100 million divided by 200,000 people, and that's only if it goes out to 200,000. I'm not going to say it will. You know that.
No, that's everybody pretty much.
Well, no, there's 30,000 registered voters in the doggone almost every ward, right?
Yes.
So if you look at I just rounded up to 200,000, and that came out to $500 a person. But I doubt if they get to 200,000 people. How many people, Arnold? How many people you think on the west side in all of those wards? It's way over. It's 1 million people on the west side, no doubt. But when you talk about homeowners, and you talk about seniors, and you talk about mostly 4 wards, primarily 4 wards: 30th, 37th, 28th, 29th. And you're reducing it down. Then I'm sure they're gonna have some criteria. I don't know what the criteria is gonna be, other than like I said, I stress that it should go to the seniors. Take care of the people that's most vulnerable. That's carrying the load. You know, they've been carrying the load for a while.
But you say it's $500 per person?
No, that's when I made up that calculation. I took 100 million and divided about 200,000 people.
Okay.
But it ain't gonna be 200,000 people. And see, it's only for the west side. It's only for the 29th ward, 28th ward, 37th ward, and 30th ward.
Okay. Well, if it's not over $1,000, it ain't worth nobody's time and effort.
Yeah, but it's gonna be more than that, because let me break it down. So let me tell you how the money's going. It's $436 million that came from the feds. That Joe Biden sent that just before Trump got in. He sent that to the west side. Thankfully to we can thank Congressman Davis for that. He had some of the highest numbers when he ran the first time in the district for his election, so that helped. So 436 million right there. Now, that's just for the west side, not the city, the rest of the city, none of that. What's was told to me. And then the county has about 236 million or something like that. The county, but the county's not going to put their money on the west side because the west side already has theirs. So the county takes care of the rest of the county and whoever else. Okay. The mayor committed $5 million in April of last year to the west side. He said, all you got to do is just sign up. But that wasn't quite true. And I knew that when he said it, didn't make sense. And I raised my hand and he's like, oh, Steve, you can't ask questions. It's only for the press. And I told him, I said, well, Mr. Mayor, they can listen to what I have to say too. I'm not trying to conceal anything. I got a valid question that needs that. But again, he had offered $5 million, and that program's been going on. They're approximately used about 280 million already. No, I mean not 280. 2.8. Almost 3 million of that has already gone out. So there's approximately about 2 million left over for that West Side recovery flood relief money. Now, Alderman Mitts, she jockeyed and got an additional 5 million. Let's just say she got 5 million alone just for her ward, 37. So the other 5 million is to be spent between the 28th, 29th, and I don't know what other two wards. I don't know. Maybe a little bit of 24th, a little bit of the 27th, a little bit of the 30th. But that's the 5 million there. So that's 10. Let's count that as 10. Let's count the 436 from the feds as that. Let's throw that 10 on there. Now that's 446 million. We're not gonna even talk about the 230 something million or 200 whatever something million the county got, because we ain't getting none of that. That goes to the rest of the county. All right, so we're looking at 446. Now, the mayor has also offered 97 million to the west side. But out of that 97 million, I think he said either 47 or 50 million of it goes towards the roof and porch program. And the remainder can go towards the disaster relief, meaning that they could go towards fixing your basements, whatever. So that's either 47 or 50 million. I mean, technically it's almost the same, talking 3 million difference. But 3 million is 3 million, that's a lot of money. People that don't really have it. So let's add that 97 to the 446, and that's 500 and what? 543 million. So approximately, let's just round it up, $550 million. We added the 50. Did we add the 15? No, we didn't have the 15. 15 million. No. Leave it like that. 550 million. Let's round that up just about. So we got 550 million that's going to go towards disaster relief for your basements. Some of it's going to go for roof and porches, which is about 50 million. The basement looks like it's going to be about 15 plus 47 is what, 60, about 62, right? About 62 million. And the rest of it's going to go for infrastructure, which is about 300 and some odd million or something like that. But I think everybody should listen to it and see if they can get something out of it, because it's an opportunity that if you don't get your basement fixed, at least you can probably get a backflow valve, which values about $15,000, as Arnold said. I thought they were about 5 to 10, but there's a 15. So what do you guys think?
I don't know, cause you lost me with the calculations, but I mean, how do the people tap into it? What do they have to do? How do they register for this money or
First thing we gotta do,
processes?
we gotta get people to the town hall meetings. There's gonna be two. One on the 14th of May at Zoe, I think it's Zoe Church on Laramie and Madison at 6 o'clock, 6 to 8 o'clock. And then there's one on the 16th at that soccer field, indoor soccer field on Bloomingdale and Laramie at the same time, 6 to 8. But we need people at the first one first because they want to make sure that people, because if this is the deal. I think they call them town hall meetings, if I'm not mistaken. But other than that, they call them they're community meetings, whatever, because they want to see if this is something that people feel good about, you know. Especially the bulk of it, which is 436 million. And then you're looking at 100 and something million, 100 and what does it be, like 110, 120 something million almost. That's coming from the city for porch and roof, and then disaster relief. And that's still, you know, large chunk. The other thing I'm trying to get people to realize, even with the 300 and some odd million, which is it's probably more than that. It's more like 400 some odd million. I don't know the breakdown, but I know 300 and some odd million at least. That much is going to go towards the infrastructure, and the infrastructure meaning they're going to put in new sewers, larger sewers. They're going to take out the old lead pipes that's bringing the water to your homes. They're going to do green alleys, permeable alleys where the water, you know, saturates into the alley and it won't go into the sewers or something like that. And of course, they're gonna have to redo the streets after they put the pipes in. So, you know, somebody's gonna be.
Didn't they just did something with Massasoit, tore up the streets and put those big pipes down and everything. I mean, what are they gonna do? Tear up the streets again and put those pipes down, or?
I would hope they had already put the larger ones in if they've already done it. But
yeah, I'm thinking that's what they did.
Yeah, they're gonna go where the records show that they really need to put bigger. You know, if they didn't, then they're gonna come back and tear it up again. You know, that's the city. You know how that works, but yeah, just try and make sure we can get people to come out, hear the whole deal, and try to figure out how they can get some of this money.
You say that's on the 15th?
The 14th.
Oh, the 14th?
Yeah.
From what time?
It's at 6 o'clock.
6 o'clock? At that Zoe Church on Madison and Laramie.
Yep. So, but it's an effort that I think is well worth our, nothing else, our. Because infrastructure alone is that money. Make sure it happens to fix this infrastructure. If you know that infrastructure is not as good as it should be, right? And have all these other problems like we had on flooding. And they're talking about doing like
There's some green alleys and things, so that's a permeable alleys where all the water just soaks into the alley, which is I really like to see how that works out.
Right. I don't understand where the water is gonna go.
Well, it's supposed to go down into the alley, just like stay there.
That don't make sense to me.
Yeah, but it's probably better there until it, so that it runs back, to run off into the drain eventually.
Hmm.
Somehow. I don't know. That's a good question. That's why we need to be there to find out how exactly the permeable alleys work. That's an, yeah. You don't want to got your car in the back and you can't get the car out because the water's 3 feet.
Right.
I'm thinking it's not designed to do that. Not everybody, but a lot of people park their cars in the alley. So trying to find that fire. There it is. I'm gonna be sending it out to that. See how it turn out. Any other question? Gary? Hello.
What did you say? I didn't hear you.
No, I said any other questions?
No.
This is going down, and I think it's something we definitely need to look into. And I'll let that money go back. Not when it's an opportunity to, add $15,000 to $25,000 worth of value to your house, and in some cases, you'll be getting $40,000 worth of value if they put the backflow valve in and they repair your inside of your home. If you did, hey, I get people to come out. So, must, in my mind. You shouldn't even think otherwise. I don't know, but nevertheless, what else? There was something else I wanted to talk to everybody about. That was the big one about the $500 million for the West Side. That was made clear to me. It's for the West Side, not the whole city. Primarily four wards: 30th, 37th, 28th, 29th. And I'm saying it's probably gonna be a little bit of 24th and a little bit of 20. I'm gotta make sure everybody gets covered. And people that would be affected, right? Did anybody go to the Alderman's Mother's Day event? Or about it? Mother's Day event.
What was he having or what?
The Mother's Day event by the Alderman.
No.
No. Oh, that's it. Interesting. I know Alderman Mitch had her event. Hers is always a big event. It's Maria Pappas to come out. She had the mayor. The mayor was there. If I'm not mistaken. I heard it. You know, yeah, they always they block off Chicago Avenue. Mm. Oh, excuse me. They block off Chicago Avenue and they give out all those. And I think 29th Ward saying not 100%.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't put the word out. You didn't get anything for 29th Ward, Alan?
Um I saw like the newsletter, but I didn't pay much attention to it, you know. Because usually when we have those things, it's not what I expected or it's not worth me going out to it. So I didn't pay that much attention to it.
Yeah, I didn't hear much about it. Typically,
But
I saw
they didn't make a big thing out of it. They just put it in the monthly newsletter, and that was it.
they probably didn't have a lot to give out. But I know
Right.
all she had a lot, but she
But
always advertises hers.
29th never have enough of nothing for nobody, so it's just a waste of time. They just have a few tokens or whatever, and
Wow.
it. You know, that's the history I've had with them. So
Right,
I don't even worry about going to them because they never have enough for the people.
right. But I
So
think the other thing that Alderman Mitch, she works with Black Men United. They bring a lot to the table. Like I said, her event is usually really big because Maria Pappas goes over there.
yeah,
Yeah,
she usually have good things going on in her ward.
yeah,
And there's always enough for everybody, but you know,
yeah, she
I'm
does.
just disenchanted with our stuff like that because they don't have really nice giveaways. So I don't want to deal with that, wasting all my time. My time is valuable for me. If it's nothing but to sit around the house and scratch my head,
Yeah,
you know.
right. You don't need them. You don't need to be scratching your head even more dealing with idiots.
Right. So unless it's fruitful for me, I'm not going.
Right. What else? Think, well, the CCOs and commanders and sergeants and captains, they all came out in what they call a meet the block effort on the 1200 block of Massasoit, support of trying to catch the person that young man. Now, we found out the young man was a Marine, right, Ella?
Yeah, he was a Marine, and they're
Uh,
trying to give him a military burial and everything. And the dad was still working on it, but he said the VA is so slow about you know giving him what he need. He's waiting on them, and it's
uh,
taking too long. They're so slow.
how old was he again?
30. What did he say? I think he said 34, 35, something like that.
I don't know why I was told he was like 27.
That's what I thought too, but he was older than that.
Makes sense. He's a Marine?
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, Steve,
Yes.
have them reach out to Congressman Davis' office.
Okay. You heard that, Ella?
Reach out to Congressman Davis on what?
About that. Maybe he could put somebody on it to get some quick action or response.
Okay, I'll talk to him tomorrow
Yeah.
Yeah.
and give him Congressman Davis' number to call him.
Yeah, Steve.
Got it. Got it, Ella.
Huh?
You have the information?
Oh, I don't have the number, no.
All right, I'll get it.
Okay, give it to me and I'll go up there tomorrow and talk to him.
No, I'm gonna give you the office number so you can catch you too.
Okay.
Yeah, then you can talk to the dad. Like,
Okay.
but, yeah, that's something else on locally. Something else. Oh, they're gonna be opening up their Spire Center. I think it's June something, June 7th. I think. Opening up Madison and Central, the Spire Center. Did they open the Fresh Market or the 40 Acres Market yet, Arnold?
No, not yet.
Yeah, that should be coming also.
Yeah.
That's that coming. June 7th. That's on Saturday. So I think that's right. Fire Center. What else is going on? What you got, Arnold? You got something?
Say what?
You have anything that's going on?
No.
Well, we're gonna start our smoke out next. Well, I need to get with you, Arnold, so we can coordinate a date to come on your block first. We're gonna start with your block, and I'm gonna get some flyers so we can get them out to the block. How many flyers you think we should have? About 100? How many people in it? 34, 60, about 70 flyers, right? For your block.
Well, just it's 62 houses on just my double block.
Right. That's the one we're gonna do it for your block first. We're gonna get flyers for your block first.
Did you talk with a pastor, by the way?
So I'm gonna call him to. What you think is a good date? So I wanna start it off today.
Yeah, the weather's warming up, but it'd be good to involve him because he may want to get some participation in it as well.
Okay. So, what do you think is a good date for you? You know, the block. I know we're gonna do it after when people can come home from work. We've got some people that are working. So what? 6 o'clock sounds about right.
Yeah, 6 Thursday or Friday, you know.
Yeah, well, let's do it. I'm gonna keep it to like Tuesdays and Thursdays. We can
Yeah,
do it on
Thursday and Friday, you know, while they out, you know, for no other reason, you know, and they getting off work, they'll at least add to the traffic and stuff.
I don't know about Fridays. I don't know. Fridays, it's hard to get people to come out on Fridays. They, like
Okay.
you just said, they winding down, coming home from work. I'm thinking let's do Tuesdays and Thursdays. Give it, because I'm gonna try to do 2 a week, and book out a week. I wanted yours to be first, so we'll shoot for Thursday. Think 6 o'clock is too late, or
Well, you figure 4 to 7. That gives
what?
you
Let's say about 4 o'clock. People be home.
4 to 7. I mean, some get off early, but from 4, 5, 6, 7,
Okay.
that's 4 hour
So maybe
window.
you're right. Maybe we'll shoot from 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7. Yeah, let's do 4 to 7.
Yeah, there you go. That way it's still daylight, and
And
you know,
it'll catch the people that's there, and then the people that's coming in. And the
right,
people that's coming in is probably less than the people already there because majority are seniors and they're retired. Majority, right?
right.
So you're right. Or that makes sense. Then we can capture the police that can come out because they change shifts around that time. Yeah. Okay. So I'm looking at what you think about data of May the, what about May the We got the 15th next week. You want to shoot for like the 22nd? Maybe the 22nd. It's a Thursday.
Well, that's okay with me.
Okay, so I'm gonna get the flyers together. May the 27th, 4 to 7. Get with the police, make sure they can come out, and we'll have the food and everything, and barbecue grill and all of that stuff.
Yeah, but once word go out, especially they gonna eat or get a snack, you
Oh,
have
yeah.
people
We'll
just
have-
walking up.
Yeah, I figure we'll do hot dogs and hamburgers. I don't think
Yeah.
we need to get too in depth. And then we'll do sodas and water, hot dogs and hamburgers, sodas and water, and then maybe some chips. I don't know. Yeah, I talked to Pastor name of Whitfield. Talk to him. Let's look at that date, 22nd. I got the plan, May 22nd. We'll give a chance to get the flyers together too. All righty. Y'all, I'm gonna get out of here early if y'all don't mind. I need to go
Okay.
check something out.
I'm kind of sleepy.
All right. Well, happy Mother's Day to all. And those that showed up, we appreciate your time coming on. And as DeAndre always says, they didn't want to invite us to the table, so we had to create our own. And at this time, we always like to welcome you at 6 o'clock to Northwest Austin Council. Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Bye.
Hey, Steve,
Yo.
post that flyer for everybody about the plant sale.
Oh, did you send it to me? Okay, I'll send it out.
Before they
Okay.
hang up, they'll see it.
Oh no, I'm gonna send it to those people. I'll send it to some more people.
I sent it to you.
And don't
Yeah.
forget to give me Congressman Davis's information.
I'm gonna send you that right now.
Okay.
And on Arnold, you need to Walter wanted your address. I don't know why, but nevertheless, check it out. Look at it now. Hello.
Huh?
Sending it to you now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
All
Then don't forget to let people know about the 14th, y'all, because we need to get some people out to that meeting.
All right.
Money in, try to get somebody to get something, you know, because it's a nice piece of corn that's been floating around.
Okay.
All right, y'all.